Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Alert! Alert!
Once again, it's Jeanty. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run out of the gun with Jeanty. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, and the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
This is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Marvin Harrison Jr. with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, good move. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with.
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
That'll be caught by Rice. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Shifts by him. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Get it. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Ready. Ready, Lions.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. The Chiefs offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And he's been one of the most consistent pieces of their offense all year long, no doubt. Shouldn't be much of a surprise then to see him among the league leaders in rushing here late in the season. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
At the 10-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Davis now to return it. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. The Raiders offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the first quarter of play.
Ready. Cougar 19.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 6. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's good. Vegas.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. They'll go again with Genty. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Genty. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down.
Ready.
They'll go. Here's Genty. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Genty with career touchdown number 70. And the Raiders take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Cam Little to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. KC's offense ready to take over. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Mahomes going to throw. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now here's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. And again, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the Raiders.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That one caught by Rice. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. They'll send Mitchell in motion right. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
For the Chiefs field goal, a 46-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Raiders offense and Marvin Harrison Jr. headed onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Go.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now this is an example of breaking down in defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
They'll set up a throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Raiders at 9-6 now. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here we go. Shot. Bronco lead. Trap 50. Trap 50.
He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Lightning 8. Dragon 60. 30.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Genty. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Okay, ready?
To number 86. It's a gain of 2.
Let's go.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal, Raiders.
Now a handoff to Genty. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go.
On the give, Genty. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Genty will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Now for the point after. And it's 21-3. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
Cam Little to kick off.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
It's a gain of 8. Kansas City Chiefs.
Now Mahomes.
First down.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. First and 10 here. You know, if they can just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. That's into the hands of Roby. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Romero. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. That's Vargas. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Out of bounds at the
Now
20-yard
second and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Mahomes again. That's to the sideline and incomplete. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 37. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. 1 second, all that remains. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So halftime. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Xavier Worthy. It's a pickup of 6.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Returnable here for Davis. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter.
Let's go now.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start the... rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leo Chanel. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 29.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 2.
Now here's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17.
21. Chiefs 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raiders offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he is the NFL leader in passing yards here in the penultimate week of the season as he looks to finish strong in order to capture the crown. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
And it's 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For Las Vegas, 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Genty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On the give, Genty. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st down, Raiders.
On the ground with a tight end. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Cam Little to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man complete. It's Vargas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Yellow.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. And again, it's Mahomes. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That one caught by Rice. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st.
Gain on the play. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
Motion man right is Rice. Now a fake on a jet sweep. And they'll instead run up the middle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Attack!
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and run the option. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Little read option, the end result, the first down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person, may end up reading the linebacker, may read the cornerback. Just depends on how they want to block it up. In any case, this worked well for them.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. 2nd and 6. They'll drop the throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Now he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. Well, the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the 3rd quarter. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end, Bowers. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
19. Cam Little to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go, Lou, Eddie!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's now third down.
And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his running back out of the backfield. The clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 46.
Mahomes is going to run the option left. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 9.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now 1st and goal. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to elude 1 tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Mahomes will throw. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Here's Mahomes. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Chiefs 26.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Brings up second
Let's go.
and 3.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Yellow. I got little lady.
Mahomes to throw it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Vargas.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Adnan Mitchell.
32 yards.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
So now London down by a field goal. Exactly 1 minute remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. He'll look to throw.
That'll be complete to Harvey.
Let's go, let's go.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run straight ahead with Harvey.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
It's a gain of 2. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
He's back to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Here's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. But a really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game.
Well, somebody lit a fire